Welcome back to the channel. In today's review, guys, I'm filming the 2025 Toyota Crown Limited here. This is basically a lifted all-wheel drive vehicle. This one does come with all-wheel drive. We'll talk about the driving performance a little later on in the actual video. But special thanks to South Dade Toyota for giving me time with the 2025 Toyota Crown Limited. Like I mentioned, standard hybrid powertrain. Starting price here is at $45,930. This one stickers for $52,327. If you guys did not know, Toyota offered the Crown around the world for decades, but it made its first debut here in America last year. And let's see why Toyota made this vehicle a flagship vehicle for their North American lineup. Looking at the flagship vehicle here for Toyota, as you guys can see, this is painted in heavy metal exterior paint here, which looks really good with the nice aluminum trim, gloss black, silver painted trim. Looking at these premium full LED headlights here, they're going to be standard on the top trims and up. As you guys can see, also there's LED daytime running light with this LED turn signal. Like I mentioned, gloss black trim. I love the nice texture here to the actual grille with the silver painted trim here. There's front parking sensors. This also houses the Toyota Safety Sense 3.0 with their new Toyota logo here. It used to have a blue background, but as you guys know, Toyota has went away from the actual blue background. I'm going to show you why they actually did that with that new badge on the actual trunk lid. But let me know in the comment section what you guys think about their flagship sedan here. This also has 6.7 inches of ground clearance, so it's a lifted sedan. It kind of looks basically like an SUV from certain angles. For me, on the side profile, it looks really good, very elegant, really nice looking. This has an overall length of 194.1 with the wheelbase of 112.2. So proportions in this ever-dying segment here. Looking at these tires and wheels here, these are a 225/45 Michelin tire. They're wrapped in this 21-inch aluminum finish wheel. I like the nice turbine with the multi-spoke with the Toyota logo and the center cap. And there's also some cladding here. I'm surprised Toyota didn't actually make this actually body colored. There's this LED side marker here with some chrome trim around the belt line, gloss black trim. And sadly, this does not open, but it does have a shade to close and whatnot if you guys don't like all that actual sun ray to be on you. There's a shark fan antenna there. Making our way towards the rear of the vehicle, looking at these taillights here, is going to be a full LED tail light with the turn signal and reverse light. There's a limited badge there. It spells out Crown in the actual trunk lid here with the Toyota badge there with the backup camera. And you guys are wondering what this is the actual washer to keep that rear camera clean. It's how you actually open the trunk via this button here. And like I mentioned, this also has their HEV badge, which means hybrid electric vehicle, and it does have all-wheel drive. Rear parking sensors. This is where the tag goes, of course. And there's your rear lights down here. And there's no visible exhaust trim because this is a hybrid vehicle. If you guys are wondering why I actually have the trunk pre-open already, is because for some reason this does not open. I tried to do it in the actual settings, so I have to take the actual key. I have to take the portion out from the key to pop this out to unlock the trunk. So I'm going to take it back to the dealership and let them know that the trunk release is not working. I'm not sure why it's doing that. These tabs here are to lay the seat flat, which is a 60/40 split. Lifting this up here is a very durable mat. It does reveal a spare tire, which I'm surprised to see that Toyota didn't give you like a fix-a-flat kit and whatnot, but it does say Crown here, and Toyota says this has 15.2 cubic feet of space, so it's very practical. And like I mentioned, if you guys are looking to put long items in this vehicle, you can fold the seats down in a 60/40 manner. Sitting in the interior of the Toyota Crown, I love this nice two-tone beige with the black interior. You also have this 12.3-inch display here with this 12.3-inch instrument cluster, which is customizable for both. But looking over here at the door panel materials, there's two-person memory seats with this nice bronze-like trim here to the actual door handle. There's your power forwarding mirror controls here with their mirror adjustment controls. You can lock the windows, your lock and unlock. The switchgear here feels pretty typical Toyota, which feels really good, high quality, nice leather. It's going to be nicely padded here to rest your elbows. Cup holder down here, but shutting the door. There's your automatic high beam switch for your wind wiper fluid. Your trip reset computer system is here. Your trunk release and your fuel door opener is there with the hood latch down there. And this has a manual tilt and telescoping wheel. But let's start the vehicle up here. Put your foot on the brake and press the power button there. You guys are greeted by that Toyota chime. If you guys are wondering why it's showing that the trunk is open, like I mentioned before, let me turn this down. Like I mentioned before, something's wrong with the trunk. I'm not sure what's wrong with it, but it would not let me open it. So I have to physically take the key part out, which is actually embedded in the actual key here. Take it out and pop open the actual emblem to open the trunk manually. I'm not sure. I'm gonna take it to the dealer and see what's wrong with it. There's your stocks here for the turn signal, 1 wiper stock, which feel pretty typical Toyota. And this here is the camera that watches your face to make sure you're paying attention to the road once you have the actual cruise control set. And you can customize the screen here to show you different functions, like your battery on the actual right side when it's being charged. There's your tire pressure and so forth. Over here's your charge, eco, and power meter. The materials on the dashboard are gonna be a nice soft touch ejection molded plastic. Like I mentioned, a 12.3-inch display here. You guys can even order your favorite food from Chick-fil-A, as you guys can see. Let's see if it pops up. It shows me different locations. Let's go here real quick. I'm gonna order something, which I'm not. You can only order carry out or your pre orders that you guys already had before, like me. As you guys can see, I was being a big bag, a lot of stuff in there. But as you guys see, the system here is very snappy, very quick. There's your active feedback controls here for your heated and cooled seats. Your air vents are there. Your hazard button, there's this volume knob here, which is pretty small, and I like that it actually turns when you adjust the actual volume. There's a gold like trim there here in the actual dashboard. Continue down here in the more nice padded material, which is carried over. Put in the vehicle to reverse, you kick it over to the left, push up here to go into reverse. You're greeted by this top-down 360 view with your directory and distance markers. Kick it down here to go into drive, and to go into neutral, just push up just a little bit. And to go into the battery mode, you guys have to click it all the way down to go into that mode. And to go into park, you just press the P button there. There's your auto hold, EV mode. There's your drive mode selector here. I'm show you guys the graphics there. There's a sport, custom, normal, and eco. So four different drive modes. My apologies. There's your traction control here, electronic parking brake, 2 cup holders, 2 Type-C port. A lot of gloss black trim here, so you guys probably want to keep this wipe down, and it might reveal some scratches here and there. And you can open this up double-sided here in the center console, which is really Lexus-like. And there's a Type-C port in there with this nice area lined with carpet and felt. Press this button here, one touch, it does reveal the panoramic glass there, but sadly this does not open, and the shade goes all the way into the actual back seat. These seats are heated and cooled, very supportive, very comfortable, very plush and supportive. Looking at the glove compartment here, it does reveal a 2-tier storage in there. As you guys can see, there's the actual owner's manual there. But overall, the interior of the Crown, I see why Toyota make this their flagship vehicle. Premium touches, really nice materials and whatnot. And the vehicle does sit a little higher. Like I mentioned, it has 6.7 inches of ground clearance, and I think Toyota did a really good job in this vehicle, their flagship vehicle. Getting into the back seat of the Crown here, open up the rear door. The rear door opens at a very good angle, so if you guys are looking to put your children back here, you can do it without having the door kind of at a weird degree here. But like I mentioned, this vehicle does offer 6.7 inches of ground clearance, so getting back here, it does have a somewhat little step in height here, but it's not too much, 8 inches or so, like an actual SUV. There's plenty of foot space underneath the driver's seat. There's going to be 2 mat pockets back here for storage. You also have rear air vents, 2 Type-C ports. There's this hump here which intrudes into the middle passenger, but you can fit 3 people across. Pull this down here, it does reveal cup holders and space, and you guys can fold the seats down in a 60-40 manner. Like I just mentioned, sadly this does not open to vent air, but you guys can close it if the sun rays become too much for you. And there's going to be LED lights throughout this interior. The door panel, nice soft touch material with the JBL speaker there, with this bronze like painted trim here. There's also 1 level heated seats. There's your window controls, cup holder spaces down here. It's going to be a nicely padded material. I like the nice 2-tone here, but overall the back seat of the Crown does feel very spacious if you guys are looking to put your family in this vehicle. Let's talk about the powertrain specs here for the Crown Limited here with all-wheel drive. This is the company's 2.5-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder, making a combined 236 horsepower. Toyota doesn't quote the actual torque figure, but this vehicle does offer a lot of low-end torque because of that electric assist from the actual electric motor. As this vehicle sits here, it weighs in at 3,900 pounds with the all-wheel drive system. This is also rated to get 42 in the city, 41 on the highway, and 41 combined, and it also is paired with an eCVT transmission. So I'm back behind the wheel of the Toyota Crown. It's been a little minute since I reviewed one, and right now I'm actually driving the vehicle in its actual EV mode, which you guys have to drive this vehicle under 25 miles per hour if the battery has enough juice in it. Let's talk about fuel economy. This is rated to get 42 in the city, 41 on the highway, and 41 combined, which is great fuel efficiency for a vehicle that looks kind of or resembles an actual SUV in a sense. Like I mentioned, this vehicle has 6.7 inches of ground clearance. It has a 2.5 liter turbocharged 4-cylinder with a combined 236 horsepower, which, you know, it kind of gets that from an electric motor, which gives it an effortless feel. You don't have to rev the engine so much because it does have that electric assist to give it that quick oomph if you guys are looking to accelerate. This vehicle does have great visibility, very smooth ride quality. Like right now, I'm still driving an EV because the battery does have enough charge. It doesn't compromise cargo. The battery pack lives underneath the rear seats. That's why you guys have that 15.2, which I kind of expect Toyota to basically, I thought they would have made the cargo a little bit better. So if you guys want more cargo, but you want to keep the Crown name, you have to look at the SUV, which is called the Signia, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. But let's do a acceleration on here. I'm going to turn off the traction, and keep in mind this does have all-wheel drive here. The drive mode selector is here. I'm going to put it into sport. I'm going to turn off the actual traction control here. Traction is completely off. I'm going to brake it, and there is no wheel spin at all. That was full throttle, and it's just effortless how this vehicle moves. And this vehicle weighs in around like 3,900 pounds. You kind of feel some of that weight if you're, you know, going around a corner. I'm going to show you guys real quick. It's still in the sport mode. And it also, even in sport mode, the steering wheel gets a little tight going around this corner here. There's some body lean as I'm going around this curve. The seats are very plush and very comfortable, but most people are not going to even drive like that. Most people are going to keep it in eco and try to get the best fuel economy, because this is what this vehicle is for. It's Toyota's flagship. Great fuel efficiency, smooth ride quality, great technology. This does have Toyota Safety Sense 3.0, so that's blind spot monitoring, lane keeping assist, road cross traffic alert, emergency braking. And people do this, they just pull out in front of you and they go slow. So your emergency braking will definitely come in handy when people just cut you off like that. But one thing I will like about this vehicle is this does not open. For me, I like to have that open and airy feel when it comes to a moonroof or panoramic style sunroof. Sadly, all you can do is just close the shade here. That's the best that you can actually do. But overall, the Crown has a smooth ride, and the engine just shut off. And now we're back in its actual EV range, which, like I mentioned, you have to keep it under 25 miles per hour. So I think Toyota, for the next generation, they should beef up the battery and give us a plug-in variant of the Crown here. I haven't filmed the Crown Signia, if I'm pronouncing that right, which I'm pretty sure that I might be, I might not be. I haven't filmed that vehicle just yet. So when I get my hands on the SUV of the Crown, I will, you know, bring you guys a more in detail review. But overall, I think the Crown is a perfect family vehicle if you guys don't like SUVs / wagons in a sense. But this vehicle does show that Toyota can build a flagship vehicle. So say goodbye to your old Avalon, and I think you guys should pick one of these up and put it in your driveway starting today. After spending time with the 2025 Toyota Crown, I love the smooth hybrid powertrain. The ride quality is very smooth. The power delivery is good once you put in its actual sport mode. I love the technology with this vehicle. Overall, the Toyota Crown is definitely a look at if you guys are trying to replace your old Avalon. Keep in mind, this is the flagship vehicle for Toyota, like I mentioned in the beginning of this actual review here. But that being said, hope you guys have enjoyed this full review on the Toyota Crown Limited, and I will see you all in the next video.